Hi, my name's Tracy and I'm from Mystic, Connecticut. Today we'll be focusing on breathing and its overall health benefits. One of the things that I find fascinating about breath and breathing is that it is both a conscious and unconscious system in our body, meaning that it's controlled by two different nerve centers. One meaning autonomic, which is involuntary, and the other being a voluntary process. It's been said before that when a child is born onto this earth, that there isn't true life until the baby is taking its first breath. And that's a powerful thought when it comes to breathing. We'll be talking about two different breathing techniques today, both pranayamas, prana meaning breath, and pranayama meaning technique or exercise learned through breathing. So we'll get started with the first breath. The first breath is called the Dirga Pranayama, Dirga meaning full or complete. The second breath we'll be doing is the Ujjayi Pranayama, which means victorious breath. It's important to know that both of these breath patterns are done through the nose exclusively. We won't be doing any mouth breathing. All of the breath will come in through the nose and out through the nose. So we'll get started first with the Dirga Pranayama, meaning full or complete. So I'll have you sitting up nice and tall. It's important to note that you want to be comfortable and mindful, meaning you want to pay attention to every part of this breath. A lot of times these pranayamas or breathing techniques are done before meditation or going to sleep at night. It's also important to identify that if you feel lightheaded or if you feel that your blood pressure has increased or you feel lightheaded or dizzy, it's important that you reach out to a healthcare professional. So let's get started with the Dirga Pranayama, a 3-part breath. It helps to reduce stress and anxiety. So we'll start off sitting up nice and tall. You'll take and place one hand below the belly button, with the opposite hand pressing into the sides of the body. And what I'd like you to do is to gently close the mouth and take a deep inhale in through the nose and out through the nose. In and out. Take a moment to relax. The next thing I want you to do is to go back to that analogy, the analogy of a pitcher of water being poured into the glass, and when it rises from the bottom of the glass all the way to the top of the glass. So this time, as we perform this breath, I want you to focus on the breath entering into the lowest part of the abdomen below the belly button. Feel it then move into the ribs and then to the chest. We'll do this breathing pattern 5 times through. So we'll begin. One hand on the lower abdomen, second hand on the sides of the body at the ribs. The breath flowing from the lower abdomen to the sides of the body, the ribs, into the upper chest. Up nice and tall, mouth gently closed. Inhale through the nose. And relax. It's important to identify the breath traveling from the bottom all the way up to the chest, and then the exhale bringing the air down through the lungs, the middle of the abdomen, and the lower abdomen. We'll do that breathing pattern one more time for a series of 5. It's recommended that you do 5 to 10 each and every day to help with stress and anxiety. So placing one hand below the belly button. The opposite hand can now go to the ribs or the upper chest, whichever one you'd like to focus on most here. Up nice and tall, the mouth gently closed, inhaling through the nose. And relax back to a normal breathing pattern. That is the Dirga Pranayama. And again, it's called the full, complete breath. More oxygen getting to the body than typical breathing. The next breath we'll get into is the Ujjayi Pranayama. The Ujjayi Pranayama is a beautiful breath. It's meant to simulate the sound of the waves crashing into the shore and then back out again. When you're doing this breath, the mouth remains closed. The breath comes in through the nose and out through the nose. You constrict the muscles in the back of the throat. It's much like if my hand were a mirror and I was using my breath to fog the mirror, but with the mouth closed. The sound inside should sound like those of the waves. So we'll practice that breath. The Ujjayi Pranayama is a breathing technique that is said to soothe and both energize the body at the same time. Each of these breath patterns are done for a series of 5 to 10 each and every day. Again, if you feel at all lightheaded, it's important to know that you contact a healthcare professional if it doesn't resolve on its own, taking a break and going back to your normal breathing pattern. So let's get started with the Ujjayi, the victorious breath, Ujjayi Pranayama. So again, the mouth remains closed, and we're going to inhale in through the nose, again constricting the muscles in the back of the throat, creating the sounds of the waves. Arms are down by your side and you're sitting up nice and tall. Here we go. And relax. We'll do this breathing pattern one more time for a series of 5. One of the things you want to concentrate on is the inhale being just a little bit greater than that of a normal breath. If you need to, it's okay to keep the mouth slightly opened, again as if you were huffing your breath onto a mirror to fog it. Once you've mastered that, you can go to closing the mouth. Again, it's the sound that we're creating in the mind, along with the breath, that is both soothing and energizing to the mind and the body alike. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Your arms are relaxed. The mouth is closed. A slightly deeper breath than normal. A series of 5. Here we go. And relax. These 2 breaths are both interesting for the fact that the mouth remains closed and all of the breath comes in through the nose and out through the nose. Whether you practice the Dirga Pranayama or the Ujjayi Pranayama, finding a breathing pattern that assists you with the greatest health benefit is important. These are recommended to be done at least 5 to 10 breaths per day. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to hearing your stories of great health and wellness through the practice of breathing. Have a wonderful day, and I say namaste. I wish you all peace. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.